Hey y'all, it's me Tiffany and welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do a tag because they're fun and I feel like I haven't done one in a while. So I know I'm a little late on the train of this tag. Do I have that book challenge? I wasn't making content when it was more popular, but I kind of don't care. I saw a couple of smaller people do it now and a smaller YouTuber and I want to do it, so here we are. So I'm going to preference this. This is not every book I own. I got some that are in my closet in bookcases. I know you can't see the bottom shelf too much. I don't have like my Twilight, Harry Potter, stuff like that on there. But I'm only going to do it with books I physically own. So I do have books on Kindle. I do have books on Audible. And I have like had audiobook.com thing for a couple of months. I'm not going to do those. I'm only going to do books that I can grab and show you because I think that will make it slightly more challenging. So let's jump into it. Okay, so the first one is, do you have a book with decal edges? Yes, matter of fact, I do. The Natural History of Dragons. So I actually have the first 5. I think there's like a mini story or it's an epilogue. It's something. There's a 6th book out. I've only read this one. It was on audiobook because I ended up buying those because I found them real cheap. I had this on Audible, so I ended up rebuying this. I do plan on rereading the series because this was like a few years ago when I read the first one and I don't remember as much as I'd like. But yeah, the decal edges, they all have it. And I know it didn't ask this question, but I want to show you something cool. Like this one right here looks normal, right? The font's actually really gray. But each book, because, you know, they have like the white background and the color of the different dragon, serpent, basilisk, whatever. The font inside is actually the color of that, but it's just not as bright. Like the green one's a really dark green. Like I didn't notice the green one being real dark, but I noticed the blue and the basilisk because I did another video where I had to read the first line and I just picked it and I was like, huh, that's a different color. And the drawings in them are, like I said, they're in a dark color. They're not like bright green or nothing because she wants people to read. But yeah, nobody asked for that question, but I just thought it was really cool. A book with 3 or more people on the cover. Yeah, actually. I had to think about it. I'm going to have to pull Sailor Moon. But yeah, because I don't, well, that there has 6 people on the cover. My first thought went to Sailor Moon. This is like the finale of the main manga. I have basically every Sailor Moon manga, at least in this edition. Do I have a book based on another fictional story? That one's hard because anything that's modern is going to have some kind of influence, but I heard that like Twilight and stuff technically is like a very loose retelling. I don't really see it, but I can see where, I can see where it's super less like light Romeo and Juliet because of star-crossed lovers, but I don't think that counts. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that is a retelling of a fiction because even the ones in my closet, I don't think they are. Do I have a book with the title being 10 letters long? I had to count several books, like this several letters in the book titles for this, but Persuasion has 10 letters, so I'm going to use Persuasion. I have a book that starts and ends with the same letter by Ellen Hopkins. I really didn't think I was going to be able to do that challenge. I just happened, fortunately, this one's on the side, so I was like, do I have a mass market paperback? I do. I have one. A Midsummer Night's Dream. The only Shakespeare I actually own. And the only mass paperback. This one is not as hard to open as a lot of them. I know this Foiler Shakespeare kind of has like 2 or 3. Like you can get I think I have seen a hardback. I've seen bigger paperbacks, but this is definitely a mass paperback. Do I have any books by an author who used a pen name? I don't have them on my shelf, but I think Harry Potter is the only one. I don't keep up with most authors, technically. I know Jane Austen published anonymously. And a lot of people believe Shakespeare wasn't actually Shakespeare. Do you have a book with the character's name in the title outside of Harry Potter. Does Sailor Moon count? Because that's her like superhero persona, but that's not her first name. I don't think I do. I mean, I have like What Would Frida Do? And it talks about her life a little bit, but she wasn't a fictional person. So yeah, that is what that is. Or I got Frankenstein. I know that's the doctor and not the monster, but that's about as best I got on that one. Do I have a book with 2 maps? I am about to see if this does. I got Daniel Green's book. I haven't read Rebel's Creed yet. No, they don't have maps. For some reason I thought the first one had a map, but it don't. Do you have a book that turned into a television show? Sailor Moon. Do you have a book that was written by somebody who is technically famous for something else before the book? It's a poetry book, but some things I still can't tell you. I got a video on this if you want to hear me read some poetry. Book with a clock on the cover. No, I do not have that. Do I have a poetry book? I have another one, so I'm going to grab it. This is a self-published poetry book, but I have Indigenous I Am. And this is technically off like Kindle Publishing because I follow the author on Instagram and I liked the poetry she was posting and I like this a lot. It's not very long. I know this isn't a review, but it's one of those poetry books that has art in it. So yeah, I just didn't want to use the same book twice because that one was right there. Book with an award stamp on it. That technically says it has an award. I don't think it's an award stamp, and it says it's a motion picture, but I think that's the closest I'm gonna have on that. A book with an author with the same initials as you. My first thought went to the fact that I have a double barrel last name, so maybe I can cheat and have twice as likely, but I don't have a TR or TV. TV, but like television. But no, like, nah, I don't have that. Book full of short stories. Yeah, this probably does. This is really old, but yeah. The reason why I have this is because one of my uncles got published in this. Okay, do I have a book between 500 pages and 510? That is a very particular number. Probably, but I don't feel like looking, so I'm just gonna skip this question. Do I have a book that's turned into a movie? Outside of the obvious, I showed the stamp for the movie. I've actually watched the anime to this, and that's why I bought the manga, but in this corner of the world, the anime has amazing art. This is like the completed. So yeah, it was on Netflix when I watched it. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but yeah, this was turned into a movie. I just wanted to pop up a different book. Do I have a graphic novel? I have quite a few. I haven't read this yet, and I wanted it because the idea sounded kind of ridiculous, but kind of awesome at the same time. Amelia Clark. I know this has a lot of criticism. I haven't started it yet. The premise is Lady Time of the Month powers a superhero, and the fact of the mask where it's inspired from, I'm like, it sounds ridiculous but sounds awesome. So I picked it up because Barnes & Noble had a half price sale and I thought, why not? And I had a coupon and it allowed me to combine. A book written by 2 or more authors. I feel like it's cheating because the only ones I have are obviously like anthologies. I'm just holding this one so it has a different cover than the other one I held. So I don't think I do. I've definitely read some books with different authors, but I don't own any. Huh. I'm probably not gonna buy any unless it just magically happens, so, because I've got limited space. Some are in my closet just because I like this to look a certain way. But yeah, that was every question. This was fun. Tell me what you think. I guess I'll see you later. Bye.